Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I hope everything is working okay. I hope it sounds good. I'm using a different microphone than the last time. I think you remember I was actually using this one last time. I'm trying to use a better one, to use the one I actually use for recording the videos, which is right up here, out of frame. I actually wanted to do something different this stream, but technical difficulties, I guess. I wanted to actually use the camera that I used to film the videos, the new camera I got, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out. The ones of you who have maybe seen the PC build video I recently put out, I also mentioned that I got an Elgato capture card, and I was trying to put the camera through HDMI into that capture card, but unfortunately it worked for like 20 seconds maybe, and then it tended to freeze. So I thought I would just use my phone, go with the safe version, I guess, to avoid any kind of issues. Hello to everyone. I actually don't have the let me just open that up. Okay, just wanted to see who was online and who's not. How is everybody doing this evening or day, this Saturday? I guess just keep it at that, because I know for some of you, Mike, for example, was saying earlier that for him it's not actually night time, it's actually like 3 p.m. or something. So yeah. Okay, so I don't necessarily have an agenda for today. I just wanted to kind of chat with everybody and see how everybody was doing, and also make a few announcements and a few okay, thank you, Maria, for telling me everything sounds and looks great. I'm happy to hear that. So I was saying that I'm planning to make some announcements. As you can already see on the screen, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, which thank you for even getting to 7.2. Hey Francis, how are you doing, mate? How's it going? I have the chat here. I also mentioned in the PC build video that I put the actual monitor on the monitor arm, so I can kind of turn it around and see chat without having to kind of completely turn around to the monitor. Yeah, what was I saying? I was saying that, okay, that's awesome, Bogdan, thank you. Thank you, mate. Yeah, so I wanted to make a few announcements. As I was saying, we're on the road to 10k subscribers, 7.251k subscribers so far. So thank you everybody for all of the support. You've all been awesome. I still can't believe I have over 7,000 people that clicked that subscribe button, and I'm just doing videos in this room about stuff I love, about VR, obviously. And I actually really look forward to trying out more PC VR games, because now I actually can with this PC, because before, as I was mentioning on the video, it was a bit difficult because the actual GPU I had on the laptop I had on the Dell G5 wasn't even listed in the compatible GPUs lists on the Oculus website. So I kind of, it worked, but I kind of had to keep everything on low, and even then it didn't work out great. Like, for example, I tried one of my favorite games on the Quest 2. Hey mate, how are you doing? CM, what's up? I had to keep everything on low. So when I tried one of my favorite games, Saints and Sinners, it still looked amazing on PC, but I had like probably 20 frames per second or something. So it wasn't a great experience to have, and it wasn't really enjoyable, to be honest, to actually play it that way. Like, I'm not a snob. I'm not saying that I want the maximum FPS 90 or in the future hopefully 120. You may have heard about the news about the possibility of the Quest being pushed to 120 hertz, which would be awesome, don't get me wrong, but I think that would be more of a benefit for people that actually use it as a PC VR headset, because as a standalone headset, it's gonna drain the battery like crazy. So I'm not expecting a lot of games to actually support 120 hertz. It's probably going to be supported within the actual menus and the browser, and probably games like Beat Saber would really benefit from it. But I'm not expecting. I mentioned Saints and Sinners earlier, and I'm really not expecting it to support 120 hertz, because honestly, I don't think, as far as I know, it doesn't even support 90 hertz at this point. It's still locked at 72 hertz. Because it's a demanding game, so it would be a bit difficult to run it at that high of a frame rate. But it's good. Hey Flottenheimer, how's it going? My all-time favorite VR game, PC or Quest. So when it comes to PC VR, I know it's kind of cliche, but I'd have to say Half-Life Alyx. It's amazing what they were able to do with that game. But at the same time, to be honest, I've only played probably like 2 hours of it max, so I haven't had time to actually play too much through it. But overall, on the Quest itself, I would say, because with PC VR, I just got into it. But on the Quest, surprisingly, it's a free game, and I always mention it whenever I have a chance. It's Echo VR. It's just incredible how much they were able to polish that game, especially for a free game. They're now actually going to introduce. Hey Brendan, how are you, mate? Hi, thank you for dropping by to say hi. Yeah, Echo VR, I just love that game. It's insanely polished. It's super fun. The only thing I could complain, but it's not necessarily actually related to the game, but actually my play space. It's that I've never punched as many walls as I have in that game. When turning around quickly, like even though I have my Guardian set up, obviously, it's usually, if the Guardian lights up the second you actually punch the wall, it's not really that useful to have. So no, I did not share the spy story. Favorite book? Honestly, I'm gonna sound like a complete idiot, but I don't actually read that much. I'm more of a visual learner, so I prefer watching videos and movies and stuff like that. I know, again, it's hey Zedineth, hello, how are you, mate? So I actually prefer watching stuff and actually seeing and learning in a visual way. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Tiggy is saying that after CS:GO, you should see my walls after CS:GO. I can imagine that you do tend to punch walls after. I honestly had a lot of times in Call of Duty in Warzone where I wanted to break everything, like from the PC to the monitor to the keyboard, and then I realized it's not their fault that maybe I'm not good enough or others are too good for my level. I'm really good too. Thank you for asking. Thanks so much. I'm really good. I'm always really happy when I get the chance to kind of hang out with you guys. Okay, Siege. CM is saying Siege made him decorate his walls with pieces of his keyboard. Actually, I think the last time I actually broke something was back on the PlayStation 2 when I actually broke one of the controllers playing FIFA. But since then, I realized it's a moment of anger that's going to cost me a lot of money in the long run. So it's not a great thing to do, but I can totally understand. I can totally understand the appeal. Bogdan donated. Thank you so much, mate. Next coffee's on him. Thank you so much, mate, for donating. I really appreciate it. It's actually my first donation ever, so it's good to see that the donation system works on YouTube. I had no idea if it actually works or not. I've actually set up. So the last stream I did was through OBS, and this one I'm doing through Streamlabs OBS. I've actually signed up to a subscription because it gives me a lot more options to work with, and I've actually set up a donation link through Streamlabs because I know sometimes the YouTube one doesn't work for some people. Tsige is saying he still has bite marks on his Xbox controller from Rocket League. Yes, Rocket League is one other game that I haven't played in a while, but when I did play it, it really tends to make you want to throw your controller in the middle of your TV, which is not good for yourself, the controller, or the TV, generally. By the way, guys, just checking with you. Can you guys hear the background music? Are the levels okay? Kind of the balance between my voice and the music. Just so I know for future streams, could you guys let me know in the chat if the levels for the music and everything else sound okay? Okay. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, we were talking about games that make you break stuff. The second, because I was talking about Echo VR making me punch a lot of walls, but in that case, it's not because of anger. It's because having a VR headset on your head makes you obviously not be able to see anything. So, okay, thank you, Brendan. Thank you so much, mate, for letting me know. Yes, Zedineth, I can imagine that Sacrament and Beat Saber are in that category as well. Okay, yeah, that's good. That was the whole point, Francis, of it not being too intrusive, just having a bit of a background music in the obviously background. Yeah, so. Another recent game I've played, I'm not sure, have you guys played Gorn on the Quest 2 yet? Or maybe you've played it on Steam because it was available on Steam before it was available on Quest. I've recently played it, and I was actually not playing in this room. I was playing in the room next to it. And my wife, who I love so much, was coming in every 2 minutes to check that I'm okay, because she kept hearing like banging sounds. I was banging on the walls, on the door, on everything. Because in Gorn, again, I'm not sure if you've played it or not, but it's the type of game where you're not really thinking of where your actual like real physical play space is. So you tend to kind of swing a lot of stuff, and obviously that swinging, I'm actually surprised that these controllers are still okay. I have some bangs on them. I'm not sure if they can be, probably not seen on camera. The polish is rubbing off, but yeah, thankfully they're still okay. Hopefully I won't need to actually buy new ones anytime soon. But they seem to be pretty well built from this point of view. I've been meaning, actually, Francis, was the one who recommended I get some ring protectors, and I haven't gotten the chance to actually do that yet. But um, I would also need some sort of hand protectors, because again, I'm not sure if you can see, but I have like all kinds of stuff like this on my hands from banging my fists against the wall while playing. But obviously, I'm hoping I don't. Uh, yes, I definitely have been tempted, but I just haven't had the chance to to actually place the order. Um, Zedineth is saying, yeah, Gordon really immerses you into it, and okay, and his joystick already has a drift if he doesn't press into it. So um, it's definitely. Hey, Mike, aka Moonlord Gaming, how are you, mate? Thanks for joining. Yeah, we were actually talking about Gorn and how it can make you punch your walls without actually meaning to, obviously, because but generally in VR, and I actually mentioned I put out a video yesterday about like showing me playing some Ninja Legends on the Quest 2. And I actually had the green screen on this wall behind me, and I punched the walls a few times, and then I just went to the settings and turn on snap turning so I could turn using the stick. So I would always kind of face this direction and make sure there's nothing I can actually punch. So I think it's the safe thing to do. Obviously, if I had a huge play space, would have been a lot better. I can't really enjoy room scale that much. For people, they recommend a 2x2 playing space. The problem is if I go 2 meters in that direction and put my hand like this up, I tend to hit the ceiling, because some of you already know, but the man cave is actually in my attic. So it's not the traditional kind of basement man cave. It's an attic man cave. So the roof at some point from like halfway through the room, the roof goes down. So whenever I go like this, I tend to punch it. Thankfully, the drywall is still it's still safe and sound. It's looking okay so far. It has some scratches here and there, but that's pretty much it. Yes, Brendan. Brendan is asking me, and it's a great question. Is asking me if I've looked at those VR mats, and I actually have. I forgot the name of the company. It's VR. I forgot what it's called. It's a company that basically only makes VR mats, and they're essentially rubber mats, either round or different other shapes. But they have I don't even know what to call them. They have like these plastic kind of caps on them, so you kind of know where the front is, where the left is. So when you feel it with your feet, you know you're kind of outside of the play zone and in a dangerous zone where you can punch stuff. And I actually have looked at them, but the issue I had was they only sell out of the United States. So when I tried to order them in Ireland, where I live, the shipping actually cost more than the mat. So I said, like, I'm just not going to buy it for that price. I actually emailed the company that makes them to see if they'd be willing to send me one to test out and showcase on the channel, but they haven't gotten back to me, because obviously I'm still as I was saying earlier, I'm absolutely psyched that I'm at over 7,000 subscribers after just a few months. But at the same time, when it comes to developers, it's from their point of view, I'm still a really small channel from their point of view. Let me see what else is going on in chat. Yes, Tiggy is saying break the ceiling, exceed your limits. Absolutely, mate. But it's I was actually thinking at some point if I could call in some sort of contractor and get them to raise the ceiling a bit, because I actually have a second kind of attic upstairs, and I think they could probably raise the ceiling, but I'm not sure what that would involve, because I think it means tearing apart half of this room and having to move it. So it's probably wifey is probably not going to be happy about that, and to be honest, I wouldn't be happy, because it means as long as the work is going on to do that, I won't be able to use this room, and it's kind of the only room I can use for actually recording, because the other rooms are not sound treated. They're not like this one is not sound treated that much either. It only has this thing on the wall, which is kind of a cheap Amazon foam, so it's not. Hey, Danny. Danny is asking how's the new baby behaving. He's referring to the PC. First of all, hi mate, and it's nice to see you too in the chat. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, it's behaving actually really well. It's Moonlord Gaming is saying that would probably be insanely pricey. What do you mean? Sound treatment, like full sound treatment? Yes, if that's what you mean, yeah, it is pretty expensive. I've actually looked into it, and a proper sound panel, just one of them, if it's like the really high-end one, can be like €200-300 /dollars. And I'd have to use a bunch of them. But this one, I think to cover this almost this whole wall, obviously I haven't covered some of the side bits because I haven't figured out a way to actually cut it in a nice way. I tried using a cutter like down the middle of it like this, but I wasn't able to actually cut it properly, so I just left it like this. But this, what you usually see in all of the videos, cost me probably like $60 all in. So it's not crazy quality, but it does remove a bit of the echo, and thankfully I have carpets along the whole floor, and that really helps with the echo. And obviously this new microphone, it's a lot more directional, so it really helps, as opposed to this one, which is it's a really good microphone, but unless you keep it like really close to your mouth, you're gonna get a lot of echo coming in. Yeah, the you mean the HyperX Zenith? Yeah, it's a really good microphone. Like it sounds absolutely incredible, and it's a really high-end USB microphone. It's really good. But again, it's especially for recording videos, I feel like it's a lot cleaner having the microphone up here and not in the frame, even though this one looks absolutely awesome. As most of you have noticed by now, I really love the color red. Hey, for some reason this turned off. We just turn it back on, because I really like it. Wifey actually got it for my birthday for me, which was actually last Monday. Yes, on the 1st of March. It was my birthday, and I got that and a bunch of other stuff. Actually, Tzigi and Bogdan, who are in the chat right now, are two of my good friends, and they got me the Stream Deck. So thank you guys once again for getting it for me. It's been really useful so far, but I still need to configure it for OBS and everything, so I can change scenes and do everything on my own. I actually had some other plans for this live stream. I'm not gonna spoil it, because I still want to do it at some point. It's just it was something that involved changing scenes pretty dramatically. So from, let's say, this scene, which I'm filming in right now, to a completely different one, which meant I had to move the lights, move the microphones, plug some stuff in, and it turned out to be a bit difficult to do such short notice, because I kind of decided I wanted to do this live stream. I had it planned a while ago, then I kind of postponed it, and then this morning I decided to at least do it just as a live stream, chatting to you guys. So Danny is asking what I do for a living. I actually work in IT sales, so I sell cloud services, software, stuff like that. It's not nearly as exciting as it sounds. but it pays the bills and it helps me buy stuff like this for the channel, which makes me really happy. It's not honestly, and I mentioned this on the last live stream I did, that I really hope my my manager doesn't decide to pop in. He doesn't actually know I have a YouTube channel, um, but honestly, this is what makes me happy. So my job is not really fulfilling to me. I'm actually considering doing something else, but anyway, that's irrelevant. But yeah, I work in IT sales, so I'm essentially the official name is account manager or account executive. So I'm essentially in sales, um, and I've kind of I never planned to actually get into sales, but I kind of just stumbled upon it and stuck with it for the past probably almost 10 years now, like 9 years, 8 9 years. Thank you, Moonlord Gaming. Thanks, Mike, for the happy birthday, man. Thanks. I really appreciate it. um okay, I'm just now reading the full comment that Danny made, because I wanted to answer the first part of the question first. He's saying the setup looks awesome, and I was about to ask about the Stream Deck. Yeah, I just got the Stream Deck for my birthday from my friends, and it's um, Moonlord Gaming says it must be a pretty good job if I can get it at 3070. It is a decent job, and it pays well. To be honest, the salaries in Ireland overall are really good. Like even just as an example, somebody who works full time at McDonald's in Ireland makes about 1,700 euros, which is like almost $2,000 per month for a full time job at McDonald's, which is not bad at all. Like the prices for some stuff are high, like rent is really expensive, car insurance is insanely expensive, especially if you don't have a history of car insurance within Ireland. But yes, Bogdan, I still have both kidneys, thankfully, and it's good. It's all good from an organ standpoint, and that sounds super weird to say. But yeah, it's actually Moonlord Gaming. It's weird. I think I mentioned it on the Discord a few days ago. That I actually paid. It was either on the Discord or in the comments as a reply to someone. It's crazy. Like, I actually paid for the 3070 I got. I paid more than double the official price, and for that price, I should have. So, just to give you exact numbers, the 3070 was supposed to, like, the official Nvidia price is I think $500, $499. I paid about 1,000, and the 3080 was supposed to be like $699, so $700. So I should have almost been able to, for the price of the 3070, I should have been able to get the 3080 and the CPU I got, almost. So it's ridiculous the place the prices have gone to, between scalpers and bots and Bitcoin going to crazy high levels, and reigniting the wish of miners to actually buy up all of the GPU stocks and use them for mining. Hey, Andrew, I'll give Ireland back to the Irish. It's theirs. Like, I'm not trying to take it. I'm actually super grateful. Everybody has been super welcoming, and all of the Irish people are super friendly and nice, and have always been welcoming, and they understand, because actually at some point, fun story, I was with my wife in a bus stop. We didn't have a car right after we moved to Ireland, and a really nice old lady came to us, and she was like, so where are you guys from? And we were like, we're from Bucharest, from Romania. And she was like, oh, you guys don't really have a great reputation within Europe, right? And we were like, yeah, not really, because like, people only see the bad stuff and the kind of cliches and the stuff they see in the newspapers and stuff like that. They don't really know that much about the country. And she was so nice. She was like, "Oh, don't worry. People actually used to call us the dirty Irish until just like 10, 15 years ago. So we know what it's like, but just know you're super welcome here and blah, blah, blah." And she was like super, super nice. And it's been my experience with pretty much everyone in Ireland. Like they're all super friendly, and they're genuinely happy to have anyone here. And I've honestly seen probably every nationality you can think of, from Brazilians to people from the US, obviously UK, which is close by, like every country you could imagine. People from Japan, from China, from Thailand, from absolutely anywhere you can think of. So it's a really kind of international crowd within Dublin and within Ireland in general. So it's been really nice coming here, and I've enjoyed it super much. Thank you, Francis, for the happy birthday. I'm just kind of reading through the chat diagonally, so I'm trying not to miss anything. Esteban is saying congratulations for the growth in the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And obviously you and everybody else from the chat are one of the reasons I've managed to even get to this point, because otherwise I was saying earlier that I'm still it's still crazy to me that I've gotten to 7.2 k subscribers, because I was expecting it to take like 2 years until I got my first 100. So after just a few months getting to 7.2k, it's just insane. I'm so grateful. And going back to what I was saying about this, and like spending time with you guys and making videos and just managing this YouTube channel is what actually fulfills me. And I wish I wish to be able to go full-time on YouTube and just do this for you guys as soon as possible. But obviously I know it's kind of a long game, so I need to wait it out and not be too anxious, and keep working and keep improving and keep enjoying the journey. Because at the end of the day, it's not about like me going to 100k like that, because there's actually one thing that I do enjoy in being a smaller channel, which is I can actually reply to every single comment. And I'm still gonna try to respond to every single comment, even when I'm at 100k or whatever. But it's probably gonna be a bit more difficult to actually answer all of the comments when I'm at that level. But I'm still gonna do my absolute best to answer as many of them as possible. Okay, Andrew is saying he has long distance family there. That's awesome. Hey, OP Penguin, hi, how are you doing? Thanks for joining, mate. I really appreciate it. So yeah, it's been good. The move to Ireland has been good. And don't get me wrong, I had a really good salary in Romania as well. But yeah, the money I make here in my job really helps pay the bills and buy stuff like this. Like, don't imagine I was able to buy this like that. I had to kind of save money for a few months to be able to pay for this. But I didn't really want to have to wait until the prices went back to normal, because the Bitcoin bubble is probably going to be a few more months, and even after that it might take a while for stocks to go back to normal. And who knows at the end of the day if the prices for the graphics cards will ever go back to what Nvidia announced when they actually launched them. So I didn't have to wait, because I'm using all of this for the channel, for recording and for editing, and I'm able to edit really fast right now. Like, everything works really well. I'm not gonna fall into that trap, Brendan. I'm not gonna answer that. They're both really good friends. Tiggy is saying Bogdan, so he's taking the hit on this one. But yeah, they're both yes, that's true. I do know Bogdan. I have known him way longer than Tiggy, but we've all kind of helped each other go through this whole lockdown period, and we've played together and talked and shared all kinds of like funny videos and articles and stuff like that. So it's been a really good crew to have. Well, Siggy is saying he's the third wheel. Well, yeah, but depends on what we're talking about. If we're talking about a bicycle, yeah, that may be one that you don't actually need. But if we're talking about a car, we still need one more person to have four of them, even maybe five to have a spare wheel. So it's and yes, I absolutely agree with Bogdan. There's no such thing as a third wheel. And it's been really nice having you guys to actually play with and talk with throughout this whole lockdown thing, which is never ending. Like in Ireland, they've kind of taken it like on one hand, I would say they've taken it a bit too far. On the other, it's probably the safe thing to do. But we're now in lockdown until the end of May, which means we're not allowed to go further than 5 kilometers around our house, and everything basically is closed. So it's except like stores that like supermarkets and stuff like that where they sell food. Everything else is closed, so you're not allowed to go shopping for like clothes or anything else. Thankfully, we can still order stuff online. That's the good part. Yeah, Brendan, that's fine, mate, and I appreciate a bit of friendly banter. Is always welcome. Let me see. I had a question. Okay, apparently Tiggy answered it for me. So Brendan was asking me what's my favorite game outside of VR. And yeah, I play some Warzone with Call of Duty Warzone with Tiggy on Bogdan. And Tiggy said he loves to hit the ground in Call of Duty Warzone. And just to let you guys in on that inside joke, the ones of you who have played Warzone may know when you jump out of the plane, you press space to open the parachute, but then when you cut the parachute, it's not going to open automatically when you get closer to the ground. So sometimes I don't press space in time and I hit the ground, and I need to be revived by one of the guys straight away. So yeah, it's probably I'm not even sure if Warzone is my favorite game, because it's we were talking earlier about games that make you want to punch your keyboard monitor and everything else, and Warzone is definitely one of them. And me and the guys have so many times where we were like, why the hell are we even playing this game? We've actually tried playing the Forest for a bit, but for some reason we stopped. We all bought the Division as well, and the Division 2, and we played it for like an evening or two and then never played it again. But my favorite PC game, let me think. It's probably Assassin's Creed 3. Like I love the whole series. It's really good with all of the bugs it has and everything else. And some of you guys may actually know that it's going to come to VR, so they're working on an Assassin's Creed VR game. But yeah, it's probably the Assassin's Creed series. OP Penguin is asking me what was my first VR headset, and it was actually a PlayStation VR headset. So I've actually had it. When did I have it? It was quite a few years ago. It was before I came to Ireland, so it's definitely more than 3 years. But I would say 4 or 5 years ago, probably, I had the PlayStation VR on my PlayStation 4 Pro. It was fine, but it wasn't great, to be honest. Like the fact that you're kind of stuck facing the actual camera is not great. You may have seen that they've officially said they're working on a PSVR 2. And by the way, it's crazy what types of titles you see on YouTube, especially related to VR stuff, because it's I don't want to badmouth anybody, so I'm not going to mention everybody, but at some point when the whole 120 hertz for the Quest 2 thing happened, one of the I think it was one of the VPs from Oculus, and he was asked in a comment during a live stream if 120 hertz would come to Oculus, and all he did was wink, and everybody's title on YouTube, like all of the VR channels, were like 120 hertz confirmed, it's coming to Quest 2. And also a similar thing during the same live stream with the Oculus VP was he was asked if an Oculus Quest 2 Pro or a Quest Pro was coming, and it was a similar thing. Like, he didn't say yes, it was coming, and everybody on YouTube was like, it's confirmed. Like, the Quest 2 Pro or the Quest Pro is confirmed. Like, no, nothing is confirmed, and we have no idea at this point. And I think we were talking on the first live stream I ever did that it's going to be interesting to see if Oculus actually releases one headset per year. So if they do it like they do it with phones and everything else, so if it's going to be every September or October during Facebook Connect, they're going to release a new one. It's going to be interesting to see. Let me just have another look at chat, see if I've missed anything, I guess. Okay. Brandon is saying he's gonna go hang out with the family. Yes, yes, please do, mate. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. And thank you for Brandon is saying thanks for my commitment to the channel and friends for supporting me in it. And obviously thank you to my friends as well, but thank you to you guys, because yes, I am absolutely committed long term to do it. And even if it takes me 3 years, 5 years to actually get to a point where I can go full time on YouTube, I'm still gonna keep at it and release videos as much as I can, and also increase the quality as much as I can. The guys are saying they could go for some more The Division. Yeah, we can give it a go. Maybe I'll have some more frames, because with the old laptop I had like 40 to 50 maybe frames per second in The Division. So maybe with the new one I'll be able to hit more constant and higher frame rates overall. But yeah, going back to OP Penguin's question, yeah, it was the PSVR, and I wasn't crazy about it, so I sold it after I think 2 or 3 months it was. There wasn't too much content on it at that point either, and to be honest, the motion controllers for it, I think they're called the PlayStation Move controllers. They weren't great. Like, they weren't great from an ergonomic standpoint or from a tracking standpoint, because you're still stuck with all of the tracking being done by the PlayStation camera. So hopefully in the PlayStation VR 2 or whatever they're gonna call it, they're gonna do inside out tracking like the Quest has, and just use cameras on the headset itself to do the tracking instead of having to use an actual camera. So yeah, I was talking earlier about the thing you see on the screen here, which is the road to 10K subs. And one announcement I actually wanted to make was I'm actually planning to do a Quest 2 giveaway when I hit 10,000 subscribers. Like, give away one of these headsets. I'm going to buy it for whoever wins, either from Amazon or Oculus if it's available in their country. So I really want to give an Oculus Quest 2 to one of you guys. And it's something I've been meaning to do for a while now, but I really didn't have the time or the budget to actually put everything together. So getting closer to 10,000 subscribers seems like a really good milestone to actually do that when we hit it. So if you guys are willing to help, obviously every share, every subscribe really helps, and I really appreciate any of it. I also have some game codes available, which I'm planning to do giveaways on really soon. because I'm aware I haven't done one in quite a while. I did a few at the beginning when I first started out, and I need to get back to that, because I really appreciate all of you guys, and I really want to give back as much as possible. By the way, Abe is saying this is so groovy. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. I didn't really have any plans for this live stream, so I'm kind of winging it and just talking about whatever comes to mind, or whatever you guys mentioned in the comments, and answer your questions and stuff like that. So I apologize if I'm jumping from one topic to the other without any kind of coherence in what I'm talking about. But yeah, so what was I saying? I was talking about the Quest 2 giveaway. Yeah, we're gonna do that at 10,000 subscribers, and hopefully the channel keeps growing from there. I still have a lot of stuff a lot of games and accessories to review. I actually have stuff in my closet that I need to review. Some gun stocks that I've already mentioned to some of you. Like they simply, you take your controllers and you attach them to the gun stocks, and I have 3 different variations from 2 different companies. And I actually have one more thing which I've played around with a bit in 11 table tennis, which is a ping pong paddle attachment for the controller. So you basically stick it in, and you have a thing that you stick it in, and you basically hold it, and it feels more like a ping pong paddle within 11 table tennis. And the company that produces it actually worked with the developer of 11 table tennis, and you actually have an option in the game to calibrate it perfectly for that attachment, and it was really awesome, and I'm gonna do a video about it soon to show it to you guys. Yeah, what else did I want to mention on this live stream? Yeah, definitely the Quest 2 giveaway was a big one for me that I wanted to mention. And I'm also going to do my best after this live stream. I'm gonna try to fix the issue I was telling you about earlier, where I wasn't able to actually use the Elgato capture card to use my proper camera for this live stream. So unfortunately, I'm still using my phone, but hopefully it looks decent enough. Usually phones are pretty good nowadays, and especially with good lighting, it should look at least decent, hopefully. And let me see what's going on within chat, if there's anything I've missed. Moonlord Gaming is saying they don't have a lockdown in their state. He's from Florida, so lucky you, I guess. But it's I think on one side it's a good thing, and on one side it's a bad thing. But I guess we'll just have to ride it out and hope everything is over as soon as possible, by still having everybody be safe and okay. I've actually had a bit of a scare last week, where I'm still coughing a bit, and you might hear it in my voice that my voice is not quite normal. But I had a scare where I had basically a lot of the symptoms of this disease, which I'm not gonna name, because YouTube apparently doesn't really like it, and if I just say the name, there's going to be a huge pop-up at the bottom of the video saying these are the rules and be careful and blah blah blah, and I don't want that there, so I'm not going to mention it. But I had a lot of the symptoms, and I actually did a test, but thankfully it came back negative, so it was probably just a cold. So I'm thankful that I'm okay and I don't have it. So I'm still gonna be careful, obviously, and try not to overdo it, and not to break any of the rules. We actually have like police cars stopping people, asking them where they're going and stuff like that in the streets. So I'm gonna try to abide by those rules and make sure we all kind of go through this as soon as possible and not keep dragging on this this shitty situation, to be honest, because I'm kind of tired of it. I haven't seen my family in like over a year. Like obviously I've seen them in like video calls and stuff like that, but I haven't seen them in person. Tziggy is saying his phone is screaming, "Feed me electricity." Thank you so much, Tziggy, for joining and taking the time to be on the live stream. I really appreciate every single one of you taking the time to drop by in the live stream. And I'm really planning. I was mentioning earlier that I wanted to do something really cool on this live stream, but the plan is still to do it, but I need to figure out kind of all of the technical details of doing it. And I'm actually going to probably end the live stream soon. I was thinking, would you guys want me, because if I've played any good games on side quest recently, honestly, Moonlord, it's been a bit difficult. I actually was planning to do a whole series of kind of indie Tuesdays or something like that to put out videos of the best games on side quest. Now obviously with App Lab launching from Oculus directly, I think more and more games from SideQuest will go onto App Lab, so people will be able to install them way easier without actually needing a PC to actually do it. But I haven't actually played a lot of stuff from SideQuest recently. I think the last one I played from SideQuest was Hyper Dash, which obviously now is available directly on the Oculus Store. But yeah, I need to put in some time to try out some more SideQuest game, because I know there are a lot of hidden gems in there. So it's definitely a place where you can find a ton of things. What else have I played from SideQuest? I've played Crisis Brigade, which honestly I didn't enjoy that much. Like it was I played it alone, so maybe if you play it with a squad, because it's multiplayer, so you can actually play it with more people, with more of your friends. But I was playing it alone, and it was super difficult, and I kept dying, and the graphics weren't great, so I didn't put in too much time in it. But yeah, probably the last one I can remember that was really good was Hyper Dash. And I played it back when it was in alpha, and it was completely free on SideQuest. Now, obviously, I think it's like $20 or something in the Oculus Store. I need to do a video review, or at least a gameplay video of it soon. Because I actually I reached out to the developers, and they sent me a free key for the Oculus Store version of the game. So I want to try it out. I actually haven't even been able to, but I haven't had the time to actually go into it and try it out, because I definitely know that it's a lot more polished than it used to be in the SideQuest store. So yeah, that's basically it, Moonlord. I haven't been able to actually play too many SideQuest games recently, because I have a lot of Oculus games I need to test out. And I've been, as the channel grows, more and more developers are willing to give me a chance and talk to me and reply to my emails. So I'm going to be getting a lot more games coming soon. I'm actually probably next week. I got a reply from Crytek, the guys that developed Crysis, and they also developed The Climb and The Climb 2. And most of you probably know that The Climb 2 just came out, and on Friday afternoon, it was like 5:20 p.m. They've agreed to send me a key for The Climb 2. And the last email I got from them was them asking if it's okay for them to send me a review code to redeem from the Oculus Store, and I obviously said yes, but it was already closer to 6 p.m. So they're probably gonna see my email on Monday and send me the key. So I'm gonna do some gameplay of The Climb 2. If you've seen the Ninja Legends, the latest video I put out yesterday, I've started using the new green screen So I'm gonna be using that for the Climb 2 as well, and for basically every game I'm gonna review from here on out, because I really like the way it turned out. Give me 1 second to get a sip of water because my mouth is like really dry. Okay, good to go. So yeah, I'm gonna be reviewing the Climb 2, and what else? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about any of the other games that are about to be launched, and I'm gonna get keys for. I'm already talking to the developers, so just to avoid breaking any rules, I'm not gonna mention it, but I am constantly sending out emails to developers, because again, being a small channel, it's the chances of them finding my channel if they just go onto YouTube and search for, I don't know, VR gaming channel or something, are pretty low, because I'm gonna be pretty low on the list since I'm a smaller channel. But yeah, I'm gonna review a lot more games soon, and I hope you guys enjoy everything. But for now, I think that's pretty much it for this live stream, because we've gone on for about an hour, and I really wanna keep working on videos and stuff for you guys. So I really appreciate everybody who has joined the live stream. Thank you so much, and just, you know, that I appreciate all of the support you've given me. So I wish you all a fantastic day, and I wish you have a great rest of your weekend. And I guess we'll see each other soon, either on the Discord server, which I should have said this by now, but if for the ones of you who are still on the live stream, if you haven't joined the Discord server, the link is in the description of this live stream. So I guess I'll see you guys soon. Have a great weekend. Have a great Saturday, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.